I think if you look at the comparatives in respect of the capacity of the stadiums, the Real Madrid have invested significant sums in their stadium. They've got far greater capacity than Manchester City, and I think they're probably more of a global brand, and Madrid itself is more of a global city than Manchester. So you put those factors together, and that gave Real Madrid an advantage in terms of ticket sales. Manchester City's ticket prices are very modest by world standards for the elite clubs, so they're only generating around about $75 million, which is around about half of what Real Madrid are getting. If you then look at the things from a broadcasting point of view, Manchester City did slightly better than Real Madrid on the back of its success in winning tournaments. And in terms of commercial deals, again, Real Madrid has a legacy benefit due to its success over many decades, whereas Manchester City is very much the new kid on the block.
Well, given that you're based in the University of Liverpool, this might be a slightly controversial question, but looking at Liverpool on the pitch, it had a poor season, didn't it, really, and dropped 2 in terms of revenue. What effect does performance have on the amount of money a club makes?
Well, if we take a look at the Premier League itself, each individual position in the Premier League is worth an extra $3 million. So therefore, by falling from, say, from second to seventh or and so on, that's a difference of around about $15 million. If you get to cup finals, then you will get bonuses from your sponsors. You will also have significantly higher prize money, and that's very much geared to UEFA's senior competitions as well, where the Champions League is worth around about 4 times as much as the second competition, the Europa League, which itself is worth 2.5 times the third competition, the Europa Conference. So getting into one of those elite 4 places in the Champions League is absolutely critical if you want to maximise revenues.
Leaving individual clubs to one side, overall, football clubs are making more money, though, aren't they? What's behind that growth?
Well, football continues to be the most popular sport, and the Premier League itself is the most popular league, closely followed by the Champions League. So we are seeing broadcasters, especially I think international broadcasters, willing to pay higher sums on a regular basis for those rights, because they notice that the one thing that stops consumers and subscribers cutting the cord is access to not just sport but live sport. Most products these days from a broadcast medium perspective are streamed, so if you want to get those ABC ones, especially the under 35s, they tend to watch a lot of sport. They tend to spend money in certain areas which are attractive to broadcasters and certain industrial companies, and therefore those two things are linked.